Hello everyone. Today we would be analyzing 27 Kenford Circuit Stanhope Gardens with your local buyer's agent Arnab Nandi, and this is Sydney Property Talk. So this particular property was sold at an auction very recently for 2.271. You may remember this because it was shared in our WhatsApp group. Now the question is, would I as a buyer's agent purchase this for myself or for my clients? The answer is no, because whoever has purchased it has certainly overpaid by a huge margin, and we don't want to do that. But I think that's not the real question for today. I think we want to ask why some properties sell for a very high price. Now, I have dug deeper into this one. And although I know what are the reasons for it, I thought I'll just dig deeper into the past, look at the pictures in details, and then give you a good, you know, analysis of this particular property. So I would say that the things that work well for this property is definitely the suburb, because in the northwest, when you think about good suburbs, Stanhope Gardens is one of them. I would say people who are definitely looking in Glenwood also consider Stanhope Gardens. Sometimes they also consider Kellyville Ridge and the Ponds as well. So yes, suburb is a factor. The house was presented very well. Agent, I think, done some good work, hard work in making sure the presentation is great. Pictures have been taken very well. Uh, then I think we will be talking about the renovations, because this has made the biggest difference um, for what it sold for on that day. You can see some light, some electrical fixtures were done. Floor has been redone. Now, what else? I think this particular bar space has been created as well. Now we look at kitchen, fully renovated. Do I like the renovations? Maybe not that much, but it has been renovated, and depends on people's taste. Once again, the flooring has been changed upstairs as well. The whole house has been painted too. Um, it appears very bright. You can see this is the master bedroom. The curtains have been changed to give a luxury feel to this house. And this is, I think, the bathrooms have been done very, very well. And what I was trying to say is there has been a luxury touch that has been added to the whole house. So once again, bathroom, you saw the bathroom done very well, staged, styled quite well. Outdoor area was improved. The tiles have been changed. The grass have been changed to artificial grass. Not something I like, but I think some people may definitely like it. The fence was also changed a little bit. Now, these are some of the amenities which is shown here, which is part of the community. Now, community um, facilities can be good for some people, may not be that great for others, because it comes at an extra cost. So in this case, it's $400 per quarter. I would say yes, that's could be one of the drawbacks. And when we look at the floor plan, you would understand that it's not a five bed, although it is being called out as a five-bed house. But when you see that there is no full bathroom here, that means yes, you can't technically call that as a five-bedroom house. When you go upstairs, yes, you do not. You have four bedrooms of each of decent size, but there is no upstairs living or a rumpus upstairs. I would say those are the drawbacks if I have to call um, and say that, okay, this sold for 2.2 plus. So I would definitely expect that to be there. Um, but having said that, I think we also have to understand that renovations are not the only thing that adds value. So the 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 biggest thing is whether this property is an investment grade property, or just anything that is available in the market. And in this case, it definitely is. Whether it's an A grade asset or not, we could debate, but it's very close to an A grade asset. And it was when it was sold in 2023, it wasn't. a really an A grade asset. Although the location has been, I would always call it as an A grade location because you can always improve the building to make it as a better asset. So a better location definitely works very well on a long run, on a medium term, on a short term as well. Now, yes, I always talk about those as investment grade property. And this is something for you to take away is that whenever you buy, be very careful about what you're buying. Because yes, buying is one thing, but considering how well it will sell for is something you need to uh, understand before you even buy, because that would make sure that you are placed financially in a better position, or it has the maximum chance of giving you the best capital growth. Now, yes, we talked about renovations, we talked about investment grade property, but is there something that is more than this? And I would say that timing has been very good. Now, why the timing has been very good? So when I was analyzing, my data, that we collect, manually data across for last few years. Now, I looked at 2023 data for stand-up gardens. Now, the number of properties which were on sale at that point of time, that particular month or in and around that month, were in single digits. So, which means that there was not much supply. 2023 June, market was pretty good for sellers. Option clearance were around, very high. Stand gardens were 100%. So, what exactly happened to this property? I can only say that this person who has purchased, and he purchased it at an auction as well, but he was there at the right time, at the right place, and purchased it, very well. I think he knew what he will do through this property, and that's how he purchased. Now let's fast forward 2025. Yes, when I say again the timing, yes, there is overall, I would say, lesser number of properties in and around these areas. However, not very low in stand-up gardens, but a property of such a quality is probably this was the only one. Or you could have seen some properties which might have been in Glenwood, but they would be selling for much higher price. So people were happy to pay lower, slightly lower price than Glenwood, but still I would say it's much higher for the standard of of this kind of property in stand-up gardens. So yes, the timing, because I think it was winter, less properties, not great choices for people, made it work even more. So yes, can you guarantee such kind of outcomes in future for your property? I would say that's not something that you can predict, but you can always buy something of this caliber. So when you go on to sell, you would be positively surprised by the outcome or by the result. So yeah, hope you like it, and I would be looking forward to you making right decisions with your properties. For such videos, please keep following Sydney Property Talk on Facebook group, be on the WhatsApp, or follow us or subscribe to our channel in YouTube. Thank you.